If you believe everyone deserves a place to call home, whether they live in McPherson or across the country, you can make it happen. At Housing for Good, we shine a light on housing challenges, spotlighting real people, real stories, and solutions shaping communities near and far. And with your support, we can go further in ending instability for good. Donate now at McPhersonHousingCoalition.org to help transform shelter into stability for someone, somewhere today.
Welcome to Housing for Good, a podcast dedicated to housing topics and issues affecting our communities in McPherson County and beyond. With years of experience and expertise, hosts Chris Goodson and Karolyn Moore discuss housing challenges and opportunities with other experts from a variety of housing fields.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Housing for Good. I'm Karolyn.
And I'm Chris.
All right, Chris, Brush Up Mac.
Yep, that's our news for the day. So what about it? So we got people getting ready to sign up.
When is it? Do you know?
Yeah, when is it? April something.
April 18th.
Oh, April 18th?
Yes. And people can find their applications, homeowner applications or volunteer applications at the Chamber or the Senior Center here in McPherson. You can also go to our website, McPhersonHousingCoalition.org, and you can fill it out there, and I get it as an email. So that's a really quick, easy way. So,
and here's the other part about Brush Up Mac. If you live in a community and you're like, what are they talking about? Mm-hmm. Contact us. We would love to help you get that started in your community. Basically what it is taking senior citizens, not taking them, but helping senior citizens.
There you go.
I'm not taking them anywhere. Maybe I should take them somewhere. You know, it'd be nice to have an extra set of grandparents, right? Anyway, so helping them stay in their homes by doing yard work and minor home repairs. Mm-hmm. And it's such an easy program. We end up with about 300 volunteers every single year that come out into the communities in McPherson County. And they help our seniors stay in their homes. Some of them are, we have one that, how old is she now?
103. And
yes.
And then I have another group that volunteered from one of our local businesses. Mm-hmm. And they said, can we have the same person we had last year? I said, well, if she fills out a homeowner application, absolutely you can. So people start to look forward to the same person they've helped each year.
And we can have kids. If you have your kids and they want to join in, we really think it's important that we teach our kids how to volunteer. So yeah, it's a fun family day. We feed you breakfast. We bring you snacks. It's probably lasts about half a day unless you take on some giant project. But it's a super fun day. But anyway, so if you want to ever know how to do that in your community, please contact Karolyn and I. We'd be happy to do that. So anyways, I got something fun.
Okay,
so somebody sent in a question.
Oh my gosh, the very first question on radio.
I know. I'm so excited. I hope I can read it and not sound like a dork because well, you know. So anyways, it says, hi, Chris and Karolyn. I really enjoy listening to you guys. You have some great ideas and you're kind of funny. So I have a couple of questions. Why does affordable housing take so long to build if everyone agrees it's needed? Oh, who's going to answer that?
Oh, my gosh.
That's a tough one.
That is a really loaded, tough question.
Yeah, it's a hard question, but it's multi-layered. Mm-hmm. Part of it is when somebody wants to develop something, they have to make a profit typically. Yeah. Unless you're like us and you're a nonprofit. You go in these things to make money. Yeah. Well, it's hard to make money when you have to keep costs down and you can only have somebody living in the units that only make so much money. That is very difficult. So that's where grant funding, federal and state funding comes in, and that's the only way that works. But then you have to meet certain criteria, and there's a lot of competition. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of complicated to be able to do any type of housing project. So I don't know if that's a very good answer, but that's what I got.
Yeah, nope. I think that's a good one. And then I also think that, any builder, if they are worth anything, they want to make sure what they turn out is beautiful.
And quality.
And is quality. And so sometimes that costs a little bit more than taking the cheapest route. So
okay, there's what? What
was the other part of the question?
It's a two-part question, so don't be getting all excited. Okay. Why do permitting and inspections add so much cost to housing projects? Well, so that's a hard question because I don't know in our particular case if permitting inspections cost a lot. However, what does add is, so in our particular case, our city has this thing about sidewalks. And And so we're constantly having to put sidewalks in that typically don't go anywhere. And that adds a lot. So they have all these little things they want us to put trash can enclosures around things, which I understand the reasoning behind it, and sidewalks and this and that. We have to, our engineering plans cost a fortune. We have to get architects involved. That is actually what is adding cost to these projects. And I don't think that anybody who is not a developer for low-income property understands that at all. So they continue to add costs. And I know in bigger cities, this is a huge problem. We don't have this necessarily where we live.
Yeah.
But in bigger cities, you have whole departments that go out and check every little thing and make sure that you're following everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like we do a good job, but we're a little more lax here, a little more reasonable, except for these sidewalks that go to nowhere.
Yeah.
That thing, So anyways, and it says, thanks and keep up the great work. So anyways, that's from Sherry from Springfield, Missouri.
Well, thank you, Sherry, first of all, for listening to us. And for being the first person to write in with questions.
I know.
We keep saying, give us any feedback. So thank you to her.
Super fun. Okay.
So today we are going to hear from some ladies out of Salina. We have Tammy Thayer and Rachel Holt, and they're going to visit with us about their nonprofit that they work at in Salina called Ashby House, which we love.
We love them. We do love them. We were just saying they're our people.
Yeah.
We love them.
So when we wanted to do the Oak Harbor Cottages, this was one of the first conversations I ever had was with Tammy.
Oh, and
what are you doing? How do you do this?
Yes.
What if this happens?
Okay,
give me all the dirt.
We have to add this too, that her daughter was an intern for us.
Yeah, that was our in.
That was our in. And man, she was incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, she really set that bar up for every intern that came behind her. I was like, well, that's not how she did it.
All right. So Tammy and Rachel, for listeners that might not know about Ashby House, can you explain to us what you do and who you serve?
What I do at Ashby House is I'm the director of the emergency shelter part of Ashby House.
And you are Tammy Thayer.
Yes, I am Tammy Thayer. And what was the question?
Well, that's okay. You got to remember your name first. That's complicated.
Explain what you do and who you serve.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Tammy Thayer, and I am the director of the emergency shelter at Ashby House. And we house women and families with children that are experiencing homelessness in and around Salina.
Okay.
And I'm Rachel Holt. I am the program director for our Housing Plus program and supportive housing, transitional housing. And our supportive housing program, we serve women and families. And then our permanent supportive housing program, which is Housing Plus, we serve pretty much anybody who is unhoused. So with chronic homeless episodes, and they have to meet specific diagnosis criteria.
Okay, so I have a real quick question.
Yep.
I heard them say women or families with children. So our program, we let the father figure, whether they're married or not, if that's the family father figure, stay in the cottages. You guys are the same way, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's also single dads with children.
Yeah.
There's a lot more of those coming.
Yeah.
We've been noticing that more of a pattern. It used to be women, and then all of a sudden these men are having these children on their own. Well, not having them on their own. But I'd like to see that.
You are getting us way off topic.
I know, I'm sorry. I've had one of those days today, right, where these things keep coming at me, and the more stressed I am, the more funny that I am. Well, this will probably be the highest ranked one we ever had.
Probably. Just please keep in mind, this is a family-friendly show, and we are talking about housing.
Okay, so serious question. How did the Ashby House begin? What started it? Do you know anything about that?
I know a little bit about that. It started in 1992. The Ashby House is located next to a church, and the house was part of the church. And the person, John Ashby, lived in that house. And someone decided that there was a need to take care of women and children experiencing homelessness in Salina, and so they decided to start with that house. That's about what I know of it. Do you know more than that?
That's the gist.
Well, that's the gist. That's really good. I mean that's I mean, it was created, somebody saw a need. It's interesting because when I first started getting involved with the Emergency Solutions Grant, which is what we use to do our stuff, I said, okay, we'll get this little grant and we'll help a few people. I was overwhelmed by the need. We had no idea. It's so hidden in the Midwest. It's so hidden. So I wonder if it was the same for them. I mean, we don't know that answer, but I wonder if they saw a few people and the next thing you know, you're overrun. Because Salina has quite a population of homeless. I mean, it seems to me people experiencing homelessness.
They do.
So what makes Ashby House unique compared to other housing or support programs in Salina?
I think one of the things that makes us unique is we are the only full-time shelter that houses families with children.
Yeah.
So if you shelter someone, do they get a room? I've never been there before. I know you guys all have, but
No, it's time to come and visit.
I know. I need to put that on my list of things to do, my giant list of things to do. I have a lot of places I'm supposed to be visiting that I still haven't made it to. I have a couple dinner things I haven't made it to. It's a long story, but anyways, but when you house somebody, are they in a room or do they have a little apartment or what does that look like?
Yeah, so in the emergency shelter, and I'll let Rachel talk about the other, but in the emergency shelter, they're in a room per family. Single women share rooms, and we have 4 bedrooms. That's all we have in our shelter.
Oh, okay.
And so it's pretty small. But families stay together. We don't double up families. And so single women share rooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for our supportive programs, we have our apartment complex that we house about 12 families,
that's a lot.
single individuals as well. And we also have our transitional house that houses about 5 to 6 individual persons.
Is there a difference between the supportive and the transitional? Is that kind of the same, or
They're kind of the same.
Are they the same?
We offer all the same services. Supportive is more required. Transitional, they have a little bit more flexibility.
Okay.
The living structure is different,
Living
too.
structure is different.
So what services and supports what do they receive? You have a case manager? What does that look like?
All of our clients receive case management, case-by-case basis as to how often they receive it. We have life skills programs, recovery support programs, financial literacy.
Oh, wow, you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Parenting support.
Parenting support.
Yeah, that is a lot. Yeah. So what does success look like for somebody in your program?
I'll let you answer that one.
Well, success to me would be their emergency fund is established and they have signed a lease. But success is going to be whether they feel like they're successful or not.
Just whatever they're ready.
One of our residents the other day was saying how she felt like she was doing good, but all of her ducks weren't really lined up yet. So they were kind of here and there. So maybe when that person feels like all their ducks are lined up, that's success.
So is there any stories that you might have that really would show the impact of what all you're doing? You have to have a million stories, I'm sure.
It's hard
How do
to
you pick one?
Just one.
I know, just pick one.
I mean, we've had so many different stories. I mean, there's some that, now they work for Ashby. They've gone through all the programs. They've been housed. They've, gotten education, and they are now employees of Ashby. We've had families that I always enjoy seeing them come back and tell their stories about how, they moved out, and then because of our support, they have gotten education. Their kids are doing well, things like that. So we have a million stories, stories.
Yeah,
so how do you pick the best one?
That is awesome. I mean, I have some personal experience myself with some things, and I was talking yesterday. I had gotten a really exciting phone call that I won't go into today, but I was like, man, I've really moved forward in my life, coming from here with some struggles, and now I'm here running a business and doing all the things, and we have this awesome nonprofit, and I was like, man, looking back with gratitude that I've been able to be successful because I had great people in my life to help.
Yeah. It's all about what you write. And so whatever your story is, to me, and I believe Tammy can attest to this, but that's what success looks like. And so, owning a home, we've had clients do that. That was their success story. Moving in with a roommate, I mean, that's their success story. I've never done this before. And so, success looks different in so many different ways.
So I love how you have kind of highlighted on the point that we tell folks that we work with is what I view as the perfect life is not what your perfect life is going to look like. It's up to you. So you tell me what help you need, and then I'll figure out how we get that for you. So what are some of the challenges that women and families experiencing housing instability right now are facing in Salina?
Number one, affordable housing.
Yep. I mean, it's got to be that affordable housing.
How about childcare? Is that a major issue as well?
Transportation, childcare.
Same things that we're talking about.
Barriers for.
So do you see in Salina, do you see people trying to solve some of that, or are they spinning their wheels, or do you think that you're moving in that area in the right direction?
I think there's some efforts out there that they're trying to do. I know I've heard several people in the city talk about, providing opportunities. We have relationships with landlords that help us with affordable housing. Maybe they'll lower the rent, or maybe they'll just say, hey, our rent's already low, but we know that, we know the population that you serve. And so here's an opening, let us help you.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is. So what are some of the common misconceptions about homelessness and transitional housing programs? I know what we've heard here. What do you guys say they are?
People are lazy. That's what people always say.
They're
not lazy.
They're not trying. And some people, I think, don't view us like giving handouts or too much that allow people to continue to stay in that situation because they can go here for this, It's a lot of it's negative.
So what I'm thinking about when you're saying that, are there time limits in the shelter, or can they stay as long as they need to? Do you have time limits at all?
We have emergency 48-hour stay. That's just in the living room, and that's just for people, experiencing, like, sometimes we get somebody that's stranded, and the cops want to bring it. And so, but our extended stay, we try really hard to wrap things up within 90 days.
It's tricky.
Seems.
Yes.
It's tricky.
Yeah, it is. It's very tricky.
Yeah.
And people just don't realize how difficult. And, well, first of all, to come to a shelter and put yourself in the shelter is pretty brave.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for someone to come with absolutely nothing and think they're going to be able to move and get everything they need within 90 days.
Yeah.
Some do, but most of them don't, and they require, a longer stay, and we just do that a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
Because somebody may only need a month in the shelter. I just meant be right there, ready. And a lot of it depends on how fast Section 8 or other housing programs in Salina are moving. Sometimes they don't move. Sometimes they don't move that fast.
So that just proves that you're not doing handouts, because there are limitations. That's what people don't understand. We all have limitations within our programs. We can't just be handing things out where they're getting all this stuff, because it's not possible. It's not allowed with what we do. We can't do that. So I wanted them to explain that for that reason, so people could hear, no, wait a minute, this is how we're doing our program, and this is how this works. They have to move forward. I mean, sometimes we get somebody that refuses to do anything at some point. You've only got this much time, and then we don't have anything else for you, potentially, depending on the situation. You got to get your act together here, or you're going to be the same spot you were when you got here.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I love how you said, it's a case-by-case basis. Every situation, every family, every individual, they come with their own baggage and their own resources. So if you take somebody that's been living in their car, at this point, they've lost everything. So to start over, just to get documents that you need to get employment or whatever, people that don't live in it and have never experienced it have no idea how hard these people are trying, how hard they're working. And so, yeah, it just infuriates me when somebody calls them lazy. It's like, are you kidding me? These are the hardest working people you will ever meet.
100%.
I've met some really good people.
Oh, yeah.
Through my years working at Ashby House.
Yeah.
So do you guys partner with other people in your community? What does that look like? Do you have lots of partnerships that help you with some of the things that you provide, some of the services?
Oh, of course we do.
So who would that be? I mean, who are you partnering with, and what does that look like?
Various agencies, Salina Grace, Central Kansas Mental Health. We do work with DVAC, different agencies.
So that's medical, that's mental
Salina
health,
Family,
that's
Camps.
veterans. That's okay. So that you have all of it. So you have a big network. Is there actually a formal network up there, or you have an informal network? I'm curious.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because we have the regional planning group that comes together, that the COC does.
Yeah.
That monthly we have conversations about what's going on in the community and who can help with different things. So.
Do you have a place for volunteers? Maybe somebody's hearing about this program and they think, that could be really cool to help out, and I live in the area. So tell us about the role that your volunteers play. How does somebody get into that role? How would they start?
We have a director of operations, and he also does work with the volunteers. His name's Patrick Parker. So you want to call Ashby House.
Give us that number. You have that number?
Yes.
Give us that number.
And we can get started that way.
785.
I can give it to you now. 785-826-4935.
Very good.
The fax number?
Yep. No, I don't think. No. Does people still fax?
They do.
Yeah, they
Really?
do.
Okay.
They do.
Well, all right. Keep going.
Okay. So they would just get a hold of Patrick.
They could get a hold of Patrick, but there's several volunteer opportunities. We operate a free store, and that's open to the community. So all of our donations that come in, we go through the donations and keep what we need for our current residents at the time, and the rest can go to the free store, open to the community, and it's free.
Oh my gosh.
So someone
it
could come help process donations.
And
Oh, yeah.
that probably changes all the time what you have there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I love that idea.
I do like that, too. Don't get any big ideas. We don't have any more. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, I don't know either.
We'll put the free store at your house. We can't do anything else.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so
I just think it's very unique for their situation that they
cool.
have a free store where if they get stuff that's donated that they cannot use, they put it out there for the rest of the public. So I love that.
I think it's cool too. Sorry. I'm extra hilarious today, so it's really working good.
Okay, what would be the most meaningful way that people listening could support Ashby House today?
Well,
I think that's a toss-up between monetary donations and
of course.
volunteerism.
Volunteering with maybe client direct volunteerism.
Yeah.
Maybe helping
Direct
with the
client
life goals
interaction.
if somebody had something they were good at or wanted to share with others. I've had students come in to read stories to the kids or bake cookies. I've
Financial
had
literacy and
financial literacy.
So I'm kind of hearing that if you are a professional and maybe you're now retired, and this was your field of expertise where you made your living,
Absolutely.
that's what you need to bring back and help the people that you guys are trying to work with to get better at.
yes.
Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so what goals or hopes do you have for Ashby House in the coming years? Do you have goals that you've set up or things that you'd love to see happen or anything coming up that you can actually talk to us about? Sometimes people have secret things they can't say.
No.
We don't have secret
We
things.
don't keep secrets.
Okay.
We have. I know what mine is. I was looking at her because I was
the
wondering
number
if we're
one
going
thing is the house.
Yes.
It's finishing the house so we can accommodate more
Yes.
families
Okay.
on our campus.
Yeah.
And so that's a big project that we're hoping to finish here.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the next few months. It's a long
So
project.
to
for
finish
us.
that, do you need volunteers and money, or do you have that part set up already? It's
We
just
always need volunteers.
Well,
and
I
money.
know. but-
volunteers and money is
everybody needs that.
Yeah.
definitely something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I my hope is that we continue to expand and grow and are able to continue to accommodate those families, like I mentioned. And then also kind of growing as far as who we are in so many different ways. I can't even explain just one, I guess. So, yeah, I think we have a lot of opportunities that we could expand on, and my hope is that we continue to do that.
You mean like, in other words, that maybe more people know about you? Or
Yes.
what are you thinking about? Like maybe more social media or more stuff like the
I
Housing
like to
for
give
Good podcast?
Tours. Yeah.
So I like people to come visit, and especially after we do get the house up, I hope that we do get a lot of people that want to come see it, and I'm just really proud of it, and I just hope it's going to be something that the community is proud of too, and it'll be a much bigger space and more comfortable and for our residents, and I'm really excited to get that open.
Okay, so I kind of hear they might be having a grand opening.
I
Come
know.
and take a
Is that what you're
tour
gonna
day
do?
or whatever.
I
That would be
want
really
to.
fun.
I hope it's soon.
So
but
how far along are you in this project? Like, you got the place gutted, or do you have walls up, or what does that look like?
Oh, yeah.
The first floor is almost complete, and the nice thing about that is there's going to be an ADA bedroom and bathroom, which we do not have now because everything is upstairs. So that is almost completed. So, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That's a huge step towards helping people as the ADA. Our little cottages we have for the Oak Harbor, there's 2 steps to get from the ground onto the porch. And we do run into folks that we're just not able to accommodate because they cannot do that safely. So,
Yeah. But we are kind of working on that, aren't we?
well, yeah, we're trying. So what would a stronger housing safety net in Salina look like?
I can both answer that. What I think I feel like more funding for homeless prevention
Yes.
would be something.
Do you think that should come from this local, state, and the federal? All of the above?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and for listeners that maybe don't know what homeless prevention is, that is keeping some family or an individual that is already housed in their housing. So before they get evicted, before they're out on the street.
That's really important, that homeless prevention. We have a grant, and at some point they're like, well, no, they have to have a legal eviction before you can help them stay in their house. And I'm like, okay, first of all, if the landlord has had to get you a legal eviction, they're done with you. They're not, we can't save them. We need to get them somewhere else. That has never made sense to me. And I know they're trying to make it so that there's no fraud in the system. And I guess, I don't know if that works or not. But I do think that when somebody is stably housed and they're having an eviction situation, it's so much better to get to it before they've gone to court, which now they have that on their record, which now makes it more difficult for them to get to the next step, right? Yeah. I mean, we need to be more common sense here. I mean, I feel like the people that work in this field that we do are the most caring and compassionate and honest people that you can meet. I'm sure there's fraud in the system. I haven't seen it. But, I mean, if you're anything like us, we write personal checks for hotel rooms, for beds, for food, for whatever our clients need when the funds are low because the grant hasn't paid us quickly as it needs to.
Exactly.
And so I think that's common sense.
Yeah.
We need to be able to get people kept where they are instead of waiting until they get that legal eviction. That is just...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other barriers that it causes once they end up being... house.
It is.
Barriers on, how it impacts our system as a whole. So,
So I hope that eventually there is something that comes across that takes some of those evictions off of people's records.
Yeah. So what is one message you'd like listeners to take away from this conversation?
I'll let you answer that.
we keep doing this back and forth thing.
I know, it's kind of fun to watch.
We usually call each other Rammy, because we sometimes finish each other's sentences.
Oh, wow. We don't do that, do we? I don't think so.
Not usually.
Not yet. Now I forgot the question.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah.
There you go
What
again.
is one message you'd like listeners to take away from this conversation?
That we're here and we're here to help. That's a big one. That's for the clients that we serve. That's for our community. And so that's one big takeaway, and that we need the community's help in order to make this happen. Because without the community, we're nothing.
Yeah.
So
That's an awesome message, isn't it?
I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it.
So how can people learn more or get involved with Ashby House? So I'm a volunteer. I have nothing to do with myself today, and I want to come help you. Do you have like background checks? Do you just anybody can walk in? How do you do that? What does that look like? If I want to get involved with what you're doing, donating or volunteering or helping finish this project, how do we do that?
I guess it depends on the situation. If you want to come mow the lawn, we're not going to do a background check. We'll just ask you to grab the lawnmower.
Just stay outside.
But yeah, the biggest thing is to come in and let's see where we can put you, and then what we need to do. If you're working directly with the clients, there's probably going to be background checks. But if it's that, you want to throw a hammer at something, we'll let you do that. We'll just watch you. So,
Okay.
That's awesome. So this was such a great interview today.
This was.
I've known about them forever. Like I said, I've known about Tammy and her daughter, and now I've met you. And this has been a really, really great interview, and I've learned a lot. And I need to figure out how I'm going to have time to drive up there. And I know weren't you guys just up there? No, you were doing something else.
No. It was before we ever built our cottages. But you said you have to go talk to Tammy when we got ready to do that.
Yeah,
So,
you have to do it because they have all the things that we need. I mean, we're not going to reinvent the wheel if we have these geniuses just down the road from us already doing a fantastic job, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
so I will add too, after this, that if you have questions about this particular podcast, please write in. Please email us.
Yeah.
Because we really want to be able to answer the questions that you have about each one of our guests so that we can give you more in-depth answers into some of the things that we can't cover at all in this little podcast.
Yeah.
So we'd love to be able to help you with that.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us today. We really appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
If you'd be interested or you know somebody who would be interested in being on Housing for Good, drop us a line. Hey, leave us a review like Sherry did. Let us know how we're doing. Ask us questions.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. You can do all of that at housingforgood@mcphersonhc.org. Thank you for listening.
And have a great day.